Greek mythology, from chaos to Odysseus. The beginning, chaos, and the first gods. Once upon a time, before time itself was something you could check on your smartphone, there was chaos. Now, don't let the name fool you. This chaos wasn't just your average messy room or your typical Monday morning traffic jam. Chaos was a vast, yawning nothingness, an endless void. Imagine trying to find your car keys in that. You'd be looking forever. Out of this void emerged Gaia, the earth. Gaia, with her warm, nurturing embrace, decided it was too quiet and lonely in the universe. So she created Uranus, the sky, to cover her and keep her company. And just like that, the first cosmic couple was born. But their relationship was more complicated than any reality TV show. Gaia and Uranus got busy, not Netflix and chill busy, but they created 12 titans. Among them were Cronus, who later became a bit of a troublemaker, and Rhea, who had the patience of a saint, given her future babysitting challenges. They also had some other interesting offspring, the Cyclopes, with their single, giant eye perfect for staring contests, and the Hecatonchires, with 100 hands each. Imagine them trying to play hide and seek. The Titan takeover and Cronus's reign. Uranus wasn't exactly Father of the Year material. He wasn't fond of the Cyclopes and the Hecatonchires and decided to shove them back into Gaia's womb. Gaia, understandably upset, plotted with her Titan children to overthrow Uranus. Cronus, the ambitious one, took up the task. Armed with a sickle because why not? He ambushed Uranus and dethroned him in a rather graphic fashion that we'll skip over for the sake of your breakfast. With Uranus out of the picture, Cronus became the ruler. But he had one tiny, little problem. A prophecy foretold that one of his children would overthrow him. Cronus, not one to take chances, did what any paranoid father would do. He swallowed each of his newborns whole. Talk about an extreme diet plan. But Rhea, clever and desperate to save her children, tricked Cronus when their youngest, Zeus, was born. She handed Cronus a rock wrapped in swaddling clothes, which he swallowed without question. Zeus, meanwhile, was spirited away to Crete, where he grew up plotting his father's downfall. The Olympian revolt and Zeus's ascendancy. When Zeus grew up, he decided it was time for some serious family therapy, by which we mean war. He freed his siblings, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, from Cronus's stomach. With a little help from a special emetic, Cronus probably never looked at a cup of tea the same way again. Zeus then rallied the Titans' oppressed siblings, the Cyclopes and the Hecatonchires, to his cause. The Cyclopes, in gratitude, forged mighty weapons for the Olympians. Zeus received his thunderbolt, Poseidon got his trident, and Hades was gifted the helm of darkness. Armed and dangerous, the Olympians waged a 10-year war against the Titans, known as the Titanomachi. The Olympians emerged victorious, and the Titans were banished to Tartarus, a dark, gloomy pit deep within the earth. Zeus, now the undisputed king of the gods, divided the universe among his brothers. Poseidon took the seas, Hades got the underworld, and Zeus claimed the sky. They left the earth as neutral ground, a sort of divine Switzerland. The Age of Heroes, Prometheus and Pandora. With the Titans dealt with, the gods turned their attention to creating life. Prometheus, a Titan who had wisely sided with Zeus, took charge of fashioning humans from clay. But humans, bless their hearts, were pretty clueless. So Prometheus, ever the rebel, stole fire from the gods and gave it to mankind. This wasn't just a handy gift for roasting marshmallows. It symbolized knowledge and enlightenment. Zeus, however, was not amused. As punishment, he chained Prometheus to a rock where an eagle would feast on his liver daily. But being immortal, Prometheus's liver grew back every night, making this the worst all-you-can-eat buffet in history. Zeus wasn't done. He ordered Hephaestus, the blacksmith god, to create Pandora, the first woman, as part of another divine scheme. Pandora was given a jar often misinterpreted as a box, and, being the curious sort, she opened it, unleashing all the evils into the world: disease, war, and internet trolls. Only hope remained inside, a small consolation prize for humanity. The Labors of Hercules. Among the many heroes of Greek mythology, Hercules or Heracles, if you're feeling particularly Greek, stands out. Born to Zeus, an immortal woman, Hercules was the epitome of strength, both physical and emotional, considering his life's many soap opera-worthy challenges. Hera, Zeus's wife, was understandably annoyed by Hercules' existence and made it her mission to make his life difficult. After a bout of temporary madness inflicted by Hera, think of it as an ancient version of a midlife crisis, Hercules ended up committing a terrible crime and sought redemption. To atone, he was given 12 labors, each more daunting than the last. These included slaying the Nemean lion whose hide was tougher than any modern-day Kevlar, capturing the golden hind of Artemis, a deer faster than Wi-Fi in a crowded cafe, and obtaining the girdle of Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons, who didn't just hand out accessories. One of the most notorious labors was cleaning the Augean stables, home to thousands of immortal cattle, which hadn't been cleaned in years, a task that would make any janitor weep. Hercules, showing off his brains and brawn, redirected to rivers to wash out the filth in one epic, ancient power-washing session. The Trojan War, Helen and the Wooden Horse. Now, let's fast forward to the saga of the Trojan War, a story so full of drama it makes modern soap operas look tame. It all began with a beauty contest, because why not? The goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite asked Paris, a Trojan prince, to judge who was the fairest. Each goddess tried to bribe Paris. Hera offered power, Athena offered wisdom, and Aphrodite promised him the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen of Sparta. Paris, thinking with his heart, or perhaps something lower, chose Aphrodite, thus winning Helen's affection. The small catch was that Helen was already married to Menelaus, king of Sparta. Paris abducted Helen, taking her back to Troy, and Menelaus was not pleased. He called upon all the Greek kings to honor their oaths and help him get Helen back, thus igniting the Trojan War. The war lasted 10 long years and featured epic heroes like Achilles, known for his martial prowess and his infamous heel, and Hector, the noble Trojan prince. The gods, never once to miss a good fight, took sides and interfered whenever they felt like it, adding to the chaos. The Greeks, unable to breach Troy's walls, resorted to trickery. They built a massive wooden horse and hid their best warriors inside it. The Trojans, thinking it was a peace offering and clearly never having read a thriller in their lives, brought the horse into the city. At night, the Greek soldiers emerged from the horse, opened the gates for their comrades, and Troy was sacked. Moral of the story: always check for hidden compartments. The Odyssey, the long journey home. After the fall of Troy, the Greek heroes began their journeys home. None had a more arduous voyage than Odysseus, king of Ithaca. His journey, known as the Odyssey, took a mere 10 years, a time frame that would put even the most delayed modern flight to shame. Odysseus's adventures were a masterclass in Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. First, he and his men were captured by the Cyclopes Polyphemus. Using his wits, Odysseus blinded the Cyclops and escaped. Unfortunately, Polyphemus happened to be the son of Poseidon, who held a grudge like no other. Poseidon made sure Odysseus's voyage was more treacherous than navigating through a sea of Legos barefoot. Odysseus encountered many perils. The enchanting Circe who turned his men into pigs, an improvement for some, perhaps. The seductive sirens whose songs lured sailors to their doom, think of them as the ancient world's pop stars, and the six-headed monster Scylla along with the whirlpool Charybdis. And let's not forget Calypso, the nymph who detained Odysseus on her island for several years with promises of immortality. Odysseus declined, presumably because immortality isn't worth much without Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, back in Ithaca, Odysseus's wife, Penelope, was dealing with a home invasion of suitors. Believing Odysseus to be dead, they vied for her hand in marriage. Penelope, however, was as cunning as her husband. She promised to choose a suitor once she finished weaving a shroud, but she unraveled her work each night, delaying the decision. When Odysseus finally returned home in disguise, he revealed himself by stringing his great bow and shooting an arrow through 12 axe heads, a feat only he could accomplish. He then dealt with the suitors, proving that while absence might make the heart grow fonder, it also sharpens the aim. Epilogue: the legacy of Greek mythology. Greek mythology, with its pantheon of gods, heroes, and monsters, has left an indelible mark on Western culture. These stories, filled with humor, drama, and moral lessons, continue to captivate our imaginations. They remind us that even the mightiest gods had their quirks, and that heroes, despite their flaws, could achieve great things. From the chaotic beginnings of the universe to the epic adventures of Odysseus, Greek mythology offers a treasure trove of tales that explore the complexities of human nature and the mysteries of the cosmos. So the next time you're caught in a traffic jam or can't find your keys, take a moment to remember that even the gods had their off days, and who knows, maybe there's a mythological hero lurking within you, ready to embark on your own epic journey.